The clock is ticking, and most people don't even hear it. They wake up, scroll through their phone, drag themselves through the same routine, complain about the same problems, dream the same dreams they never work for. And every single day, a piece of their life burns away like a match no one bothers to blow out. You weren't born to just exist. You weren't born to drift. You weren't born to watch other people live while your own time slips between your fingers like sand you never learned to hold. And yet, here you are breathing alive, capable of greatness, capable of transformation, with a heart full of potential and a mind that could reshape your entire world. But the days keep passing, and the truth that no one dares to shout into your soul is this: you don't have infinite time. You don't get a second life. You don't get a redo. This is it. This single chance, this fragile moment called being alive. And every hour you waste is a piece of yourself you are throwing into a fire that will never give anything back. Wake up. You are losing days you will never see again. You are wasting a life that was supposed to mean something. People always say, one day I will change. One day I will start. One day I will be the person I dream of being. But they don't notice that one day keeps moving farther and farther away. One day turns into someday. Someday turns into never. Then suddenly you look back and realize you spent years waiting for a perfect moment that never arrived because you never created it. You had the dreams, you had the talent, you had the fire somewhere inside you. But the world convinced you that comfort was safer than purpose, that routine was easier than courage, that distraction was more pleasurable than discipline. And slowly, quietly, without alarms or announcements, life slipped past you while you were busy doing nothing that mattered. Don't waste your life, not one more minute. You have no idea how powerful you could become if you stop treating your life like it was disposable. Every day you wake up is a gift people would kill for. Every breath you take is something someone, somewhere is praying for. And yet we waste these gifts like they're guaranteed, like they're automatically renewed, like tomorrow is always promised. But people die with dreams in their hearts every single day. People take their last breath with regrets that burn deeper than any pain their body ever felt. The regret of not trying, not loving, not daring. Do you want that to be you? Do you want to reach the end of your life and realize you lived only a fraction of what you were capable of? That you let fear shrink your destiny? That you let laziness rob your future? That you let excuses cage your potential? You weren't built for excuses. You weren't built for fear. You weren't built to be average. You weren't built to waste your life watching other people chase dreams that could have been yours. You were built for meaning. You were built for impact. You were built for something that only you can bring into the world. But you will never find it while you sleepwalk through your days, distracted, unfocused, unsure, waiting for someone else to give you permission to live the life you know you're meant for. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to push you. No one is coming to hand you purpose. Life begins the moment you decide to stop wasting it. People don't even realize how much time they lose in the small, hollow spaces of everyday life. Hours scrolling, hours comparing themselves to strangers, hours drowning in entertainment that doesn't enrich their soul, hours complaining about circumstances they never try to change. Imagine if even a fraction of that time was used to build the life you secretly dream about. Imagine if every wasted hour became an hour invested. Imagine if the energy you pour into distractions became the energy that fuels your transformation. Your future self is begging you to wake up. Begging you to stop killing time because time is killing your future. You need to understand something. Your life is happening right now. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when conditions are perfect, not when you will finally feel ready. Right now, in this very moment, your story is being written, and every moment you waste is a sentence you'll wish you could erase. Every day you procrastinate is a page filled with emptiness. Every year you drift is a chapter that ends with nothing but regret. Stop waiting. Start writing the story you want your life to tell. Your purpose is not hiding from you. It's waiting for you to grow into the person capable of achieving it. And growth doesn't happen in comfort. It doesn't happen while you waste time. It doesn't happen while you hide from the work. It happens in the grind, in the discipline, in the commitment to becoming more than you were yesterday. Life rewards the ones who take action, not the ones who stand still. The world opens for those who dare to push forward, not for those who wait for directions. Most people waste their life because they think they have more of it. They think the clock will reset. They think their dreams will wait. But time is the one thing that never stops moving. And it doesn't care if you're ready or not. It doesn't care if you're scared. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you think you'll start tomorrow. Time moves. Time takes. Time erases. And if you don't use it wisely, it will take everything from you before you even realize what you've lost. You want change? Earn. You want a different life? Build it. You want a future you're proud of? Start shaping it. Not later, not someday. Right now. Before another year passes and you're standing in the same place wondering why nothing has changed. Your habits create your life. Your choices shape your destiny. And your actions, not your dreams, not your intentions, your actions determine who you become. Stop wasting your life. Start using it. But most people never realize the power they hold because they are too busy surrendering it. They surrender their time to distractions. They surrender their confidence to doubt. They surrender their dreams to fear. And slowly, without noticing, they surrender their entire life to the illusion that they have forever. But you don't have forever. You barely have to. And if you don't seize today, if you don't seize this moment, life will pass you by like a train you were too afraid to jump onto. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that the person you are today is the result of the choices you made years ago. Choices you made years ago. Now imagine waking up years from now, realizing you wasted the opportunity to become someone extraordinary because you kept choosing comfort over courage. That's how real life works. Not in dramatic scenes or sudden transformations, but in small choices repeated every single day. Mingle day. That's where destiny is written. That's where greatness is built. And that's where life is either lived or wasted. Minute compounds into a wasted hour. Every wasted hour compounds into a wasted day. Every wasted day compounds into a wasted life. And most people don't recognize the pattern until it's too late. They don't see how the little things, the extra hour of sleep, the endless scrolling, the tasks they keep postponing, slowly erode the life they could have lived. It doesn't feel destructive. It feels harmless. It feels normal. That's what makes it deadly. You don't lose your life all at once. You lose it in tiny invisible pieces that you never get back. You were given a life that millions of people didn't get the chance to keep. You were given the ability to speak, to think, to dream, to act, to change, to create. And yet so many waste those abilities on things that don't matter. You spend hours thinking about what people think of you when most of them don't even think about you at all. You spend days waiting for motivation when discipline is what actually changes your life. You spend years convincing yourself you're not ready, when readiness comes only after you begin. Potential is not a myth. It's not a fantasy. It's real, it's alive. It's waiting inside you, demanding to be unleashed. But potential means nothing if you don't put it to use. A seed has potential to become a tree, but only if planted. Spark has potential to become a fire, but only if ignited. And you have potential to become great, but only if you stop wasting your life and start giving everything you have to the life you want. You must become brutally honest with yourself. Not cruel, not negative. Honest. Ask yourself, am I living or am I drifting? Am I growing or am I shrinking? Am I using my time or am I losing it? Am I building a future I'll be proud of or sleepwalking into a future I'll regret? These questions are uncomfortable because they expose the truth. But the truth is the only thing that can save you from a wasted life. Ha! People think the pain of discipline is unbearable, but the pain of regret is infinitely worse. Discipline is temporary. Regret is permanent. Discipline builds your future. Regret destroys it. Discipline asks you to sacrifice comfort. Regret asks you to sacrifice everything. Which one do you want to live with? The moment you decide to stop wasting your life is the moment everything changes. You will feel it. A shift inside you, a fire awakening, a voice whispering that you were always meant for more. And that voice is right. You weren't born to be average. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't born to coast through life without leaving a single mark. You were born to rise, to grow, to impact, to live with such intensity and purpose that your life becomes a message for others. A message that says what happens when you stop wasting time and start using it. You must understand that your smallest actions matter. Your daily habits matter. Your morning routine matters. The choices you make when no one is watching matter. Success is not built on one big moment. It's built on countless small moments stitched together by consistency, And consistency is built by refusing to waste your life, even when it's easier to take the path of least resistance. You are stronger than your excuses. You are bigger than your fears. You are more capable than your self-doubt wants you to believe. But you will never know your strength until you push yourself beyond your comfort zone. You will never know your capability until you attempt things that seem too hard, too big, too ambitious. You will never know your purpose until you take steps towards something meaningful. This life of yours, this single chance is not a rehearsal. It's the real thing. You don't get to rewind. You don't get to restart. You don't get extra scenes. You have one shot, one life. And the worst thing you could ever do is waste it on fear and excuses, on distractions, on the illusion that you have time. You don't have time. You have now. And now is enough to be. Now imagine something for a moment. Imagine the version of you that never wasted time. The version of you that woke up with purpose, moved with intention, and lived with discipline. The version of you that didn't hide from challenges but chased them because they built strength. No. The version of you that didn't fear failure because every failure became fuel. The version of you that didn't wait for opportunities but created them. That version of you is not imaginary. It's not a dream. It's not someone you will never meet. That version of you is simply the person you become when you stop wasting your life. Look in the mirror. Really look. Behind the tired eyes, behind the frustration, behind the excuses, behind the doubt, there is a warrior, a fighter, a creator, a force. But that version of you is trapped under layers of wasted time, wasted energy, wasted potential. The moment you stop wasting your life is the moment that version breaks through. And when it does, everything changes. How you walk, how you talk, how you think, how you fight, how you live. You need to understand something powerful. Life does not reward the distracted. Life rewards the focus, is what turns an ordinary person into someone unstoppable. Focus is what pulls you away from meaningless activities and pushes you toward meaningful progress. Focus is what transforms your days from empty to purposeful. But you can't focus when you waste your time. You can't focus when your mind is constantly pulled in every direction. You can't focus when you've convinced yourself that your time doesn't matter. Your time matters more than you realize. Your time is the currency of your life. And every second you spend is a second you can never earn back. Every time you waste a minute, you are spending a piece of your life that will never return. That's why wasting time isn't harmless, or it's expensive, and you are paying the price with your future. Think about how many dreams died because someone said, I'll start tomorrow. Think about how many opportunities disappeared because someone wasn't ready. Think about how many talents never turned into greatness because someone wasted the years that could have developed them. Don't let that someone be you. Don't let your dreams die in your hands. Don't let your future disappear while you look for reasons not to begin. There is something inside you that wants more. Something inside you that knows you are meant to be more than what you've settled for. Something inside you that is tired of wasting time and wants to rise. Listen to that part of yourself. That voice is your future calling you. That fire inside you is your destiny trying to break free. You think your life will magically change one day, but it won't. Change doesn't appear out of thin air. Change is created. Change is built. Change is earned. And it starts with a decision. The decision to stop wasting your life. Once you make that decision, even before you see results, even before the world notices, something powerful shifts inside you. You feel it. You know it. You sense the beginning of transformation. People around you may not understand. They may not see the urgency you feel. They may not realize you're fighting for your future. They may try to pull you back into the old habits, the old routines, the old identity you're trying to escape. That's why commitment is important. You must commit not just to your goals, but to becoming the person who refuses to waste their life. This requires courage. The courage to say no, the courage to say yes, the courage to walk away from anything that drains your energy and walk toward everything that builds your spirit. The courage to stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start being excited about what could go right. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the refusal to let fear decide your life. Imagine what your life would look like a year from now if you stop wasting time today. Imagine what your body would look like, what your mind would feel like, what your skills would become, what your confidence would rise to. Imagine the doors that would open, the opportunities that would appear, the people you would meet, the experiences you would have, all of that is possible. But none of it happens if you keep wasting your life. Greatness doesn't require perfection. It requires intention. It requires effort. It requires consistency. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be extraordinary from the start. You just have to stop wasting your life and start showing up for it. Your life is a story, and right now you are the author. Not your past, not your circumstances, not your failures. You choose what happens next. You choose how the next chapter is written. You choose whether you rise or remain the same. The pen is in your hand. Don't waste the ink on things that don't matter. You were not given this life to waste it. You were given this life to use it, to grow, to learn, to transform, to impact, to become someone your younger self would be proud of and your future self will thank you for. But that begins when you make the decision to stop wasting time and start living with purpose. And when you finally make that decision, when you decide enough is enough, something miraculous happens. Your excuses lose power. Your fears shrink. Your distractions fade. Your purpose sharpens. And for the first time, you truly feel alive. But here's the truth most people never understand. The life you want will demand a version of you that does not exist yet. And that version will never appear as long as you keep wasting your time. Growth is not comfortable. Transformation is not convenient. Becoming who you're meant to be takes sacrifice, discipline, and a refusal to settle for anything less than the life you know you deserve. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort whispers, rest a little longer. Comfort says, you can start tomorrow. Comfort convinces you that there's no harm in waiting, but comfort is lying to you. Every moment spent in comfort is a moment stolen from your future greatness. Think about the dreams you carry, the ones you're too afraid to speak out loud because part of you believes they're too big. Dreams of success, of impact, of freedom, of confidence, of becoming someone powerful, someone disciplined, someone respected. Those dreams are not random. They are not accidents. They are clues. They are pieces of your potential trying to guide you toward the life you are capable of living. But dreams without action are just fantasies. And fantasies disappear. You must breathe life into your dreams through action, through work, through consistency, through the decision to stop wasting time. Look at your life right now. Look at the patterns you follow, the routines you repeat, the habits you cling to. Ask yourself, are these patterns taking me toward my dreams or away from them? Are these habits building my future or destroying it? Am I moving forward or standing still? Hard questions, but necessary ones. Because the difference between someone who wastes their life and someone who transforms their life is self-awareness. The ability to look honestly at yourself and say, I can do better. I must do better. I will do better. Most people avoid this kind of honesty because it's uncomfortable. It forces them to confront the truth that they are not living anywhere close to their potential, that they are wasting time, that they are wasting opportunities, that they are wasting their life. But discomfort is the birthplace of transformation. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. If you're comfortable, you're not evolving. If you're comfortable, you're not becoming the person you were meant to be. Lean into discomfort. Embrace the tension. Let it push you. Let it shape you. Let it wake you up. Your life is too valuable to waste on things that don't matter. Too precious to give away to distractions. Too meaningful to be spent chasing temporary pleasures. You are meant for more than entertainment, more than comfort, more than routines that keep you numb. You are meant for purpose, for growth, for impact, for greatness. You are not average. You are not weak. You are not destined to live a small life. You are meant to rise. But rising requires action. Action requires discipline. Discipline requires purpose. And purpose requires clarity. So ask yourself, what kind of life do I want? What kind of person do I want to be? What impact do I want to leave behind? Because one day, far from now but closer than you think, someone will stand over your grave and speak the final summary of your life. What do you want them to say? That you wasted it? That you drifted? That you never tried? Or that you lived with fire, with passion, with intention? That you changed things? That you mattered? That you lived fully? Every day you wake up, you are writing that final sentence. Every choice you make is shaping the story of your life. Don't write a story you're ashamed to read. Don't leave behind a life you're embarrassed to own. Don't spend years wishing you could rewrite the past when you have the pen in your hand right now. The present moment is your chance to shift your direction. Shift your direction, your chance to reclaim your time, your chance to rebuild your life. You have more power than you think. You have more strength than you believe. You have more potential than you've ever allowed yourself to imagine. But potential becomes nothing when it is ignored. Strength means nothing when it is unused. Power means nothing when it is wasted. You are wasting your life every time you say a later. Later is the enemy. Later kills more dreams than failure ever will. Later is a thief, a silent one, stealing your possibilities one by one. Replace later with now. Replace excuses with action. Replace fear with courage. Yes, you will fail. Yes, it will be uncomfortable. Yes, you will doubt yourself. Yes, people will question you. But none of that matters. Failure is not the end. Wasting your life is. Doubt is not the problem. Inaction is. People's opinions are not the threat. Your own excuses are. Stop letting small things stop you from building a big life. Stop letting fear guide your choices. Stop letting procrastination steal your future. You must fight for the life you want. No one will hand it to you. No one owes you greatness. No one will build your dreams for you. No one will force you to stop wasting time. That responsibility belongs to you. And when you take ownership, true ownership, something incredible happens. You become unstoppable. You become focused. You become dangerous in the best possible way. You become someone who refuses to settle. Your life can change radically, completely, powerfully. But first, you must change your relationship with time. You must respect it, use it, protect it. Don't let anyone or anything waste it. Not people, not distractions, not habits, not fear. Time is your most valuable asset, and the moment you start defending it, your life transforms.